What's a historical fact that would shock most people to find out? 1. The ancient Greeks, inventors of democracy, would elect their officials to one-year terms. Each official's finances were audited at the beginning and end of their term. If anything was amiss, they would be tried and executed. 2. The name Tiffany has been in use since the 1600s. 3. It took about 4 times longer to get from copper swords to steel swords than it took from steel swords to atomic bombs. 4. The year 536 was deemed the worst year to be alive. Volcanic eruptions caused prolonged dark sky for up to 18 months. This then caused a mini ice age, crop failures and plague over the next 10 years, killing millions. 5. The first vehicle created by humans not powered by animals or the wind, i.e. sailing ships, was the train, and it took something like 300,000-ish years to go from no powered vehicles to trains. Then it took about 100 years to go from the first powered vehicle to the first powered flight. It then took another 58 years to go from the first powered flight to the first human in space. It took 8 years from that to put the first human on the moon. 6. The Second Congo War, also known as Africa's World War, was the deadliest conflict since World War II, with over 5 million people killed. Most people have never heard of it despite it ending in 2003. 7. Sharks are older than the rings on Saturn. 8. We are closer to the time of the T-Rex than the T-Rex is to the time of the Stegosaurus. 9. As far as we know, John Adams is the only founding father of the United States that never enslaved anyone. 10th. Picasso, Bruce Lee and J.R.R. Tolkien all died the same year. 11. Britain executed men as cowards during World War I if they had shell shock, which is what we call PTSD today, if they could not or would not fight as a result. 12. BuzzFeed used to write their own content. 13. Approximately 8% of Canadians were enlisted in the Canadian Expeditionary Force during World War I. That isn't 8% of eligible Canadians, or 8% of Canadian men. That's 8% of the entire population of Canada. If a similar proportion enlisted in the United States today, there would be 26 million people serving in the U.S. Armed Forces. 14th. Doorknobs were invented in 1848. I always like pairing this fact with the fact that the fax machine was invented in 1843. So, yeah, the fax machine is older than the doorknob.